Hey, hey, hey! Heads up, bitches. Welcome to another episode of Cut the Shit. I am Christian Tucker, giving you just another idiot's view of the world. I will be ranting and raving about this week's crap that has caught my attention for its stupidity or its uniqueness or its newsworthiness, or at least what I deem newsworthy anyways. As always, don't forget to catch us on the web at www.cuttheshitalready.com. There you will find links to hit to subscribe to our podcast. Also, you'll find a link to Twitter. Our Twitter handle is at PLZCutTheShit, as well as Facebook. You can go to www.facebook.com/cuttheshitalready/. Got something good to say or pass along? Do it at any of these locations. Got some putrid shit to spew my direction? Do it there also, dirtbag. We welcome it all. Okay, so let's get this shit going, shall we? A little warm in here today. Well, hello, and once again, welcome to Cut the Shit Podcast. This is episode 22. Didn't Chuck Willery used to do that? Be back in 2 and 2. Anyways, shows you my age, I guess. So let's just get into it today. I don't even know what the topics are about, or I don't even know what the title of this podcast is going to be about. I'll figure that shit out later, I guess. But let's get into Stormy Daniels. Okay, I'm so sick of hearing about this fucking porn star. Listen, I love porn stars. I love nude bitches. I love chicks who get naked and do shit for money. Awesome. Whatever. It's your fucking body. Kill it, girl. Do whatever the fuck you want. Here's my problem. You had an affair with a married man. Some might judge you for that. Whatever. I don't give two shits. This married man then decides he's going to run for president. So he sends an attorney to talk to you about, hey, I need you to kind of shut the fuck up about sleeping with me. You're a porn star, and it really wouldn't look good. She's like, yeah, okay, whatever. What do you want to do? It's like, how about if I pay you $130,000 and you just shut the fuck up and never mention it? Don't ever even talk about it. Okay, good. She takes the fucking money. She blows it on fucking blow, fucking alcohol, partying, or maybe she buys a house and invests in stocks. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care what she did with the money. It's her fucking money. Here's where I got a fucking problem with this bitch, is now she decides she wants to fucking talk about it. And people come and ask her about it, instead of her saying, listen, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've met Donald and stuff in the past, but I've never slept with him. You know, honoring her NDA. She's like, hey, you know, I might have, I might not have. This is how she kind of starts it off. And then she's like, well, I got an NDA, so I can't talk about it. You fucking bitch. By acknowledging you have an NDA is paramount to admitting that you had a sexual affair with this guy. Anything that anybody says will now be touched on that, and you'll be able to say, oh, I've got an NDA, and they'll just assume it's fucking true. You should, number one, not have been allowed to say you have an NDA. That should be in the fucking paperwork. If it's not, shame on these fucking idiot attorneys, but I bet it fucking is, okay? So, number one. Number two, you got paid $130,000 to keep your fucking mouth shut about having sex with this guy. So shut your fucking mouth. Go spend your $130,000 on a new house in fucking Las Vegas and a couple cars and whatever the fuck you want to do with it. Again, I don't give a fuck. Because as far as I'm concerned, you earned that money, right? Someone's willing to pay you to shut up. Someone's willing to pay me to shut the fuck up. Let's talk. But you took the fucking money. It's a contract. Shut your fucking mouth. You don't get out there and now say, you know what? I've thought about it and I don't want to do this NDA thing anymore. I'm going to sue now to get the NDA lifted. What is your fucking problem? Now you're just broadcasting this shit fucking everywhere. In my eyes, you're violating your NDA all over the fucking place. Here's the thing. She knows she's not going to get sued by Trump, because if Trump comes after her and sues her, again, it's showing that the affair took place and that there is an NDA in place and all this other shit. Of course, since then, things have come out showing that there's been payments made by attorneys and billionaire Russian oligarchs and so forth. It's all speculation. Who really knows about any of that? I don't really give a fuck right now about that. All I'm saying is, Stormy Daniels, you're a bitch that sells your body and you have sex on film for cash. So I guess I shouldn't have been, or nor should anybody else, been too surprised when you then decided to not honor your agreement. I guess we expected too much from a porn star. You know, you guys try to tell us you're just people. You're just making a living. You're just trying to do, you know, the best for your families and things of this nature. Great. People who do that honor contracts. People who do that type of stuff honor their fucking contracts. Plain and fucking simple. You have a fucking contract. Shut your fucking mouth. By the way, I follow you on Twitter. I see you're posting your naked pictures and stuff all the time. You used to have a better body than you do now, by the way. You've gotten a little fucking flabby. Let's just be honest. And your tits have gone to hell. But hey, that's just one man's opinion. All right, let's fucking move on to another fucking worthless piece of skin that's hanging around a vagina. I know I'm vulgar and I know I'm rude, but guess what? It's the fucking truth, okay? Rose McGowan. Somebody has to fucking say it. It has bothered me since day fucking one, and not one person has come out and fucking said anything like this. So I'm gonna fucking say it, because it's obvious, everybody fucking thinks it, but nobody's saying it. Rose, what happened to you, I'm sure was horrible and disgusting. I mean, you claim that Harvey Weinstein forced himself on you and raped you. And if that's the case, again, I feel sorry for you. That's disgusting and it's nasty and all that stuff. But here's where things get interesting with you, Rose fuckface McGowan, is you then confront him about it, or you go to the police, or you go to attorneys, or you do something along these lines, and all of a sudden some negotiating starts taking place. Basically, Harvey's saying, hey, Rose, shut your fucking mouth about anything that transpired. And what's Rose do? She says, okay, and this dumb bitch, if she was truly raped, what's the price of rape nowadays? Does anybody know? Well, Rose McGowan set the bar. Apparently it's $100,000. I could rape you, and to keep you from going to the media, pressing charges and sending me to jail, I'll write you a $100,000 check. That's the price of fucking rape, because according to Rose McGowan, she was raped and assaulted by Harvey Weinstein. But she took $100,000 to shut her fucking mouth and go away. That was her biggest mistake right there. Bitch, if he truly did those things, which you have to admit looks a little suspect now that you took money and agreed to shut up. And you did shut up until things started kind of brewing. And until Ronan Farrow started doing some more investigating and some more people started whispering and stuff. Then you just jumped right out there in the fucking forefront as the fucking leader of this fucking bullshit. You're not a fucking leader. You're a worthless piece of shit fucking human being. Again, I'm sure you're going to tell me you've got your reasons why you took $100,000, which isn't shit by Hollywood standards, okay? $100,000 to somebody like me out in the real world, hey, that's some real fucking money. But you're a Hollywood actress. You've made some films, with Bruce Willis and Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez and, some other movies along the fucking way. You've made, I would guess, in the millions, okay? Let's just be modest and say you've made $3 million. You got fucking raped, according to you. You took $100,000 to shut the fuck up about it. That's like me getting fucking raped and taking $500 to shut the fuck up about it. You're out of your fucking mind. So now for you to walk around all, just pent up with rage and fury, and you're, a woman that's been scorned, and you've got a fucking score to settle, and you're gonna make all men pay, and you're gonna fucking scorch earth this shit. Where the fuck were you when you took that $100,000 fucking check, you fuck? You took $100,000 for some fat slob to crawl on top of you, insert his penis in you forcefully, and you took $100,000 for that. But now, you want to act all fucking high and mighty. You want to act like the fucking head of this cause. You want to call out other actresses for not fucking speaking up. You want to call out other actors for not fucking speaking up, okay? You want to fucking call on directors and producers and fucking everybody in the whole fucking world. You're so full of anger to fucking justify this and to set this fucking right. Bitch, you took $100,000. You had a chance to set this fucking right, but you didn't. So You got no fucking moral high ground. You got no fucking leg to stand on. You're a charlatan. You're a full of shit fucking charlatan who saw an opportunity when the crack in the veneer of Harvey started to happen. You saw an opportunity. And just like fucking Stormy Daniels, you knew that once he was backpedaling, you could come out and tell your story, even though you have an NDA in place, and even though you took $100,000 to shut your fucking mouth. You knew that once the crack in his veneer started, you could talk about it without fear of him coming to sue you because of the admission of it and everything else. So, Stormy Daniels, Rose McGowan, you two are just kind of worthless pieces of shit. You know, Stormy wasn't raped. She did it voluntarily. She had sex with the Donald voluntarily. But she also voluntarily took the money to keep her fucking mouth shut, and she hasn't done that. So somebody needs to set that bitch fucking down and set her fucking straight. Rose McGowan, I feel bad for you that you were allegedly raped by Harvey Weinstein. I do. But you took $100,000 to shut up and move on. And let's be honest, you did it because of your fucking career. It wasn't the $100,000. You and I both fucking know that. Again, $100,000 to you is like $500 to me. You didn't take the fucking money because it was a shit ton of money. And you knew it was going to put you away comfortably and you could live forever and not have to deal with it. No, you took the money to just end this shit so you could try to get your career back on. You didn't want to fucking prosecute this guy. You didn't want to embarrass this guy. You didn't want to drag him out in public because he was so fucking powerful, and you were more concerned with your fucking acting career than you were about being fucking raped. Be 100% fucking honest about it at least, okay? Stop bullshitting fucking everybody, because we're not fucking idiots. We see through bitches like you. Your career was more fucking important than bringing him to justice for him raping you. So again, what's the cost of rape? I think you've already said to everybody across the world, $100,000 is the going fucking rate. Rose McGowan, fucking cut the shit. So, now we've talked about two goofy little bitches. Let's continue on with another crazy subject of crazy bitches, right? So I just read this article. Actually, I saw the headline. Headline was, "Woman marries 100-year-old tree in hopes of saving it from being cut down." Your first reaction is, oh great, all these, crazy fucking tree hugger, all that type of shit. And then you're like, how does she fucking legally marry a fucking tree? Come on, what? So I click on it to fucking read it. Here we go. A 100-year-old Fiscus tree that stands as a focal point of a local park in Fort Myers, Florida, has a bride. I love Fort Myers, Florida. Fort Myers and Naples, that whole little area right there. I love it. Karen Cooper, she's 60. There you fucking go. Let's move on. Wed the tree during a community event on March 24th at the Snell Family Park as part of a neighborhood effort to save the tree from being cut down. The article goes on to ask, just as any fucking sane human being would, is this legal? Who approved this shit? So it gets into it a little bit more, and we find out that it's really all a joke to help save the tree. She was doing it in jest to kind of garner attention to save this tree. The tree is a big, beautiful fucking tree. So listen, I'm cool with that. If you want to be crazy and pretend to marry a tree to get some attention to save it from being cut down, man, I have no fucking problem with that, okay? Just don't really be the type of bitch that tries to get a fucking marriage license for a fucking tree. That's just not going to fly. All right, so we talked a little bit about some crazy bitches and an honorable bitch that handles things in a crazy way, I guess. So let's not forget to talk about some of the fucking stupid males out there as well. TV's lethal weapon. You got Damon Wayans and a guy named Clayne Crawford. Clayne is Clayne. I like Clayne Crawford. He looks fucking cool. He's got this full set of hair. See, when you're bald like me, you notice fucking dude's hair, right? I guess like if you have like a 2-inch pecker, you're noticing every guy's fucking dick. Or if you got A-cup boobies, you're noticing every woman's C and D-cup titties, right? So as a bald guy, I notice dude's fucking hair. And this Clayne Crawford guy's got a fucking set of hair on him like you wouldn't fucking believe. It's fucking thick and luxurious. And you know what? Fuck you, Clayne Crawford. He's also one of the only guys that could kind of pull off a mustache and not look like a fucking total pedophile or a fucking 70s, police detective or some shit, right? So, Clayne Crawford seems like a fucking cool guy. You like his fucking character on the show, blah, 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 blah. Turns out in real life, this guy might be just a big fucking douchebag asshole. Because Fox Studios has just fired him from the show. Why they fire him? Everybody hates him. Nobody wants to work with him. People are refusing to come to work to be around this guy. Apparently, he's got a temper on him. He loses his fucking shit. He's berated a few people. Now, listen, I don't know if he's surrounded by a fucking bunch of snowflakes and can't handle a little fucking, manly action being handled, thrown their way in the way he talks to him or what, or if he's an over-the-top aggressive prick. But I would have to think that for Fox Studios to actually fire the fucking guy, and for him and Damon Wayans not even be on talking terms, he's got to be an over-the-top fucking prick. Okay, so let's just say that. Let me ask you this. Before Lethal Weapon, had anybody fucking heard of Clayne Crawford? I never had. I'd never seen him in fucking anything. He might have been a bit actor in Vikings or some silly shit that we didn't even pay attention to him. But he was a fucking nobody as far as the American public was concerned. He wins this spot on Lethal fucking Weapon and becomes this big, huge TV star. Why are you going to blow it by being a fucking asshole? Why don't you feel fucking blessed to be in the fucking... You're not 22, right? I expect that, River Phoenix type shit to be partying all the fucking time and kill yourself outside the Viper nightclub. I fucking get that. You're in your 30s or 40s, dude. You gotta know how hard it is to get to fucking Hollywood, and then to get into fucking Hollywood, and then to get on a fucking hit show. I mean, you've made it at that point. You should be so full of fucking blessings, but you're not. You're this fucking prick that just kind of destroyed your fucking career. And now the show is probably over. They're trying to find a replacement for this guy. Listen, when the Lethal Weapon movies were being made, if after Lethal Weapon 2, they tried to replace Mel Gibson, it wouldn't have fucking worked. Okay? Die Hards. If after Die Hard 2 or 3, they tried to replace Bruce Willis, it wouldn't have fucking worked. Okay? 20 years later, you can get a new Mel Gibson. 20 years later or 30 years later, you can get a new Bruce Willis. But not during why it's happening, right? So now the TV show Lethal Weapon is happening. You can't fucking replace this dude. You can't. I don't know who the fuck you're going to get, but it's unfair to whoever it is to try to step in and fill that guy's role because he nailed it. That role was fucking his. His arrogance got in the fucking way, and it fucking derailed his career, and it definitely destroyed the show. Hopefully, this motherfucker can get his head straight and get his shit together before it's fucking too late for him, right? All right. So, another fucking dumb shit out there. David Hogg. Do we all know who David Hogg is by now? He was one of the Parkland school survivors. He's the skinny little scrawny kid who's always out there saying he's not looking to take people's gun rights away. He's not looking to abolish the Second Amendment. But then he goes on and gives reasons why we should abolish the Second Amendment and take people's guns away. So he's kind of turned into a little bit of a tool. He was a sympathetic figure at first, right? But what happened was that spotlight was on him. The cameras were in front of him. Microphone stuck in his face. And he felt that fucking rush of power, right? And he seized it. Good for him. But like most fucking tyrants, if you will, they go too far. They don't take the power that's given to them and use it respectfully and use it wisely. No, they fucking use it in a horrible fucking manner. And that's what this fucking kid has done. This kid's gone fucking over the fucking edge, into the fucking deep end, into the fucking abyss with his thoughts and his ideology, and he's reaching fucking everywhere for everything and pointing out, he's lost his fucking mind. I'm not 18 like this fucking kid, so I can't tell you what's going through his fucking head. I can't tell you how I would have handled this shit at 18. So I'm not judging the fucking kid for it, okay? But I am trying to help the fucking kid out. You got a lot of power, kid. You could do a lot of good things. You can make a career out of the path you've taken and probably become very wealthy from it and make a lot of changes. So slow your fucking roll, calm your fucking tits, think before you speak, and choose your words wisely. For instance, so, he says he doesn't want to infringe on people's Second Amendment rights, right? But he wants to ban assault weapons and ban this and ban that. And there's debates for all that shit. But guess what? When the school then decides to institute, for safety purposes, clear backpacks, that the kids will come into school with clear backpacks so you can see what's in their backpack. Books, papers, pens, fucking gun, whatever the case may be, right? David Hogg gets on national TV and says, whoa, we don't want to do that. That's infringing on our right to privacy. What? I'm sorry, David Hogg. What'd you just say? I said it's infringing on our right to privacy. It's embarrassing to have this bag on that shows through our personal possessions. Let's cut the shit, fucking David Hogg. First off, it's okay for you to infringe upon other people's constitutional rights, but it's not okay for them to infringe upon your constitutional rights. Got it, okay. Number two, a clear backpack, you dumb fuck, isn't violating your right to fucking privacy. What are you bringing in your backpack to school? You got like a double-headed fucking dildo and a fucking gallon of Vaseline in the back of your fucking backpack? What the fuck is in there? It's supposed to be books. Maybe a Trapper Keeper, like a really cool one. Maybe a Pokemon one for you. I don't fucking know. Some paperwork and shit like that. Maybe an iPod or your cell phone. What the fuck are you putting in your backpack that you don't want anybody to fucking see because it would embarrass you and violate your right to fucking privacy? This is a school that you're going to, you dumb fuck. What privacy do you think you have in a school? When you're in a fucking classroom working, do you have a right to privacy at that point? What are you going to fucking do? Whip out your fucking pecker? And then everybody turns around and looks at you and says, hey, it's my right to privacy. Leave me the fuck alone? No, your right to privacy is kind of gone at that point. You're in a classroom environment. You are doing what this classroom is supposed to be fucking doing, what the teacher is telling you to do. So do your fucking shit. If you got a clear backpack that shows what's in it, it's not a violation of your right to privacy, you fucking douchebag. This is what I'm talking about, David. This is when you look fucking stupid. And you've looked stupid multiple fucking times since this shit. You've looked smart and intelligent and well thought out and well spoken at times as well. Go down that path. Stay away from the fucking stupid ass remarks and the stupid fucking shit that you have kind of been doing. As a matter of fact, I quote, it's unnecessary and it's embarrassing for a lot of the students, and it makes them feel isolated and separated from the rest of the American school culture, where they're having essentially their First Amendment rights infringed upon because they can't freely wear whatever backpack they want, regardless of what it is. This is David Hogg. It has to be a clear backpack, Hogg continued. What we should have is just more policies that make sure these students are feeling safe and secure in their schools and not like it's a fucking prison. So, great. You want to feel safe and secure in the schools? What's wrong with clear backpacks? Every student now can see what fucking, that little fucking emo kid over there who's been cutting himself. They can see what's in his backpack and not have to fucking worry that he's carrying a fucking gun or some shit. Just stop it. Okay, moving along. We'll continue with some of the male-oriented issues today. So, I love the Santa Clarita Diet. It's a silly, it's a stupid show. It is, but it's fun and it's nice to get your head off some of the fucking real shit in the world, right? I also love Timothy Olyphant. Timothy Olyphant. Anyways, you know who I mean. First time I saw him was in Hitman with Olga Kurylenko, who was completely nude in that, by the way, and I fucking fell in love with her then, too. And then he was the bad guy in one of the Die Hard movies that we spoke about earlier with Bruce Willis. And so he's in this. I fucking love the guy. He's cool. But let me just say this. At some point, if your name's Timothy, you should change it to Tim. Like, maybe when you start to get hair on your balls. if you're a 30-something or even 40-something-year-old man, Timothy is probably not the name you should be going by. I get it. It was your given name, but a lot of people go by Tim. What's wrong with Tim Olyphant? I don't know what your middle name. Maybe it's Timothy Marcus Olyphant. Why not go by Marcus Olyphant? Timothy, you don't look like a Timothy, dude. I look at you. You look manly. You look fucking cool. You look like the type of guy that'd be fun to get on a bike with, go to a bar, have some drinks, go catch a baseball game, what the fuck ever. You don't look like a fucking Timothy. So if you get a chance, just give it some fucking thought. Change your name. Go to Tim. Go to Marcus. Hell, you can even use Christian with a K. I'm down with that. All right. Listen, as always, I want to thank you for joining Cut the Shit podcast. You can go to www.cuttheshitalready.com. There you'll find past episodes of the podcast, plus you'll find past episodes of the video podcast. And you got questions, thoughts, concerns, what the fuck ever. You just want to tell me to fuck off, you can get on there and do it. So, again, this was episode 22. Thank you again, guys. And as Ron Burgundy says, until next time, stay classy.